UFC 300 is as advertised. Oh my God. Alex Poatan Bajeda just flatlined Jamal Hill, the former lightweight champion, to certify his reign as the lightweight champion. Oh my God. And allow me to rewind back to the beginning. We'll work back there. So, Bo Nickel kicks off the card against Cody Brundage, and it's kind of what we expected. It was a bit of a snooze fest. There was some crotch sniffing going on, but Bo worked his way into a rear naked choke, got the finish, round two, clap it on. But he did attempt to work his way over with the crowd. He said going in, people are hating on me for even having a spot on the main card at 300. And yeah, there are some bigger names. I mean, we kicked things off with Cody Garbrandt versus Davison Figueiredo, like two former champs. And here you have Bo Nickel against some guy that I barely even know of. And whatever. The crowd seemed to like him. We'll see. The UFC seems to want to push this guy. They put him on the main card. He's running through guys, and a year from now, maybe he will be right. And then we move right along to another former champion, Charles Oliveira versus Arman Sarukian. I landed the second one. Go figure. And this was a nice back and forth, a good competitive matchup, and you hate to see it. Charles is such a likable guy. The fans were on his side, but even the crowd kind of started to sway over to Arman's side. The dude was a powerhouse. He was, bringing it to him with the wrestling. The ground game was solid from Arman, and he did get the victory over Charles. So, what are you going to do? He got the split decision. He was even mad. Like, who is this judge that said, yeah, man, he was throwing up mad submissions. He had a Darce that almost finished Sarukian at the end. He had a guillotine in round one and an arm triangle in round two. Like, Oliveira was definitely in the match. It was not a one-sided victory. It was a split decision with split rounds, like as close as you could possibly get, but Sarukian pulled it out. And then we get into the BMF. Oh my God, Max versus Gaethje, the people's champion, what do they call it? The people's fight? I can't even, I'm flabbergasted right now. I'm so excited after watching this thing. So Max versus Gaethje was everything, we promised, everything we expected. These two guys went at it from bell to bell. Gaethje was throwing the leg kicks. Max was throwing the right hand. And also the spinning kick. Oh my God, the spinning back kick at the end of round one. Max breaks Gaethje's nose. And for the next 4 rounds, Gaethje has to fight with, I have it too, limited breathing. It's a mother. And so they go bell to bell, just wailing on each other. And then Max calls for it, just like in the Cater fight. Yo, center of the ring, let's do this thing. Wah, wah, wah. They throw all caution to the wind, defense be damned, and Max floors Gaethje with an overhand. I mean, I was like doing the Home Alone face. I was in shock. I was worried about Gaethje's health. I was happy to see him up and on his feet in time for Buffer to do his thing. Oh my God, what a showdown. The people's match. I'm never going to remember what that thing is called. It's always the featured fight, the one that everyone wants to see. And that brings us into Zhang Xiaonan challenging Zhang Weili for the 125-pound championship in the women's division. And these ladies also put on quite a show. You had the striker in Yan, and Weili is quite the striker herself. She was throwing some strikes back at Yan, but She did not want to see Jan on the feet. She seemed to dominate her in the wrestling. I mean, there was a moment when it looked like she was going to finish her. She had her on the ground. She threw at least like 20 ground strikes, just no fire back, just nothing but wailing down punches. And the ref let it go. She even threw in a submission attempt, but this thing went all the way to the end. Oh my God. Round one. Wei had her choked up at the end of the bell. When she let her go, Jan was KO'd. She was asleep. Like, whoa. So in round two, Wei came at her full force. She pounced on her. She was like, I smell blood in the water. But Jan, she made it all the way to the end of the fight. So good on her for making it to the end. Congratulations to both of those ladies. They put on quite a fight, holding up their end of the bargain in the co-main, especially after that BMF fight. They put on quite a show themselves, which brings us to the main event. This did not last long. I did not expect it to. It started out with a couple of low kicks. They're going back. They're trading with the low kick. I kick you. You kick me. I kick you. You kick me. Fajeda kicks him in the ribs. Hill hits him with the punch back. And they go back to the leg kicks. Oh my God, is this going to go anywhere? Boom! Oh my God. Fajeda hits him with a thunderous shot. Hill's eyes roll back in his head and he just goes down to the canvas. And that's when Fajeda pounces on him with the big hammer fist, just repeatedly, just like, okay, ref, are you gonna come on, ref? He's not fighting back, man. And that's when the fight ended. I'm pulling out the whatever hair I have left. Boatan does it again. Holds down his light heavyweight title. Certifies his victory against the man who never lost it in Jamal Hill, who showed up ready to bang but could not get the job done against Alex. And that does it for UFC 300. I've been your boy Diesel Time with another dummy take. And man, I feel like I got my money's worth. Let me know if you feel the same down below. Oh boy, oh boy. Peace out.